Hi, my name is Alicia, and these are my fellow interns Danielle, Samaya, Isabella, Janaya, and Xavier. We worked at Black and Brown. Black and Brown is a bookstore that gives Black, Brown, and Indigenous people the access to have books that reflect their background, life, and or situation. This bookstore is the first of its kind, which is why the owner Corey is so big on helping the community. Illiteracy, a crisis that is not talked about enough. A crisis that around 40% of students and 54% of adults struggle with. A crisis that will grow if it is not addressed. It is heartbreaking that this mostly affects the Black and Brown community, and it is devastating that we have less access to books that are relevant to us, reflecting our lives and highlighting our experiences. Studies have shown that when people have books that they can relate to, they are more likely to prioritize reading and have a love for it. So, the goal of Black and Brown, a Black owned, smart bookstore, the first of its kind, is to provide books that actually align with the lives of Black and Brown people, break down the barriers to literacy, and give people an opportunity to grow a love for reading.
However, gaining a love for reading is especially hard when only 9.2% of books feature Black main characters. This is made even more hard when in 2022, in 8th grade, less than 0% of students tested advanced on their standardized tests. That is why this puts everyone at a disadvantage, making closing the gap between a love of reading and literacy especially hard. That is why, with 64 purchases this past month, Black and Brown is committed to solving this problem.
So, what is the problem? The problem is that young people of color need better access to books that are meaningful to them. It negatively impacts them when there's a lack of representation in literature in the Black and Brown community, making them not want to read. Our goal is to increase foot traffic and engagement by creating an inclusive and welcoming space. We achieve this through community events, partnerships that reflect the richness of colored culture and representation. The Black and Brown community needs access to representative literature to reduce illiteracy and nurture a love for reading.
To solve this problem, we created a program connected to Black and Brown called the Black and Brown Initiative Teens in Literature. For one, we will start by taking our program where teens will spend a lot of their time and have decided partnering with schools and programs is the best route to go. Examples include but are not limited to Boys and Girls Club and Upward Bound. Not only will this bring in more kids, but this will bring in adults who support their kids after seeing them engaged in our program. In this program, we create events that will involve kids. We already create events such as movie nights, book clubs, and writers' workshops. For three, we created connectively bookmarks with QR codes on them. We can pass them out to teachers, kids, families, and these will take people to our website and a survey to determine what books they're interested in. After that, we can send them books related to their interests. 4. Kids will have the opportunity to sign up for Brand Ambassador Promotions Program where we can help promote our bookstore and specific books they like since kids love social media. 5. Kids will continue to promote our business and program or our social media platform while implementing this plan.
To accomplish this plan, we will need a monetary reparations of $3,500 to ensure that events go smoothly as well as to incentivize our brand ambassadors. That we also want to partner with other local businesses to gain foot traffic within the bookstore as well as to gain notoriety. We also need customers and the community to come together to attend bookstore events and to interact with our social media. This is also to increase foot traffic. Finally, we need brand ambassadors that are willing to promote our book club through social media and also through word of mouth. These ambassadors will primarily be Black students of color so that they feel more connected to our bookstore.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our pitch and have a nice day. We hope to see you at Black and Brown in the near future.
That's great. All right. Opening up to questions for the judges.
Is the primary goal to drive traffic to the Black and Brown store, or is it to drive improvements in literacy among the Black and brown community?
The goal is to improve both. We need both foot traffic in the store and also more black people with more literary skills.
Can I touch on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the idea is that like one of our solutions kind of improves the other. So by engaging foot traffic and by improving foot traffic and engagement, the hope is that we also improve illiteracy and lack of engagement to read. So killing one bird with
Yeah.
two birds with one stone.
I think that was you guys did a really good job. Okay, everyone breathe. Are you nervous? That's okay to be nervous. I think you did a really good job. I love the ideas of how to bring the foot traffic into the store. Have you held any events yet?
Yes.
Okay, how did it go? That would be something you could add. I would totally add.
I added that in my solution. We do movie nights, book clubs, and writers workshops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it go? How did it go?
We just did movie night last night, and it went very well. It was
A lot of
it was
people.
it was a nice amount of people.
We have returning customers and new faces.
Yeah, it's been happening over this past month. It's something that our owner, Corey, instituted called Black Teens. And so it was like a bingo card where they can go to each different place and then they get a stamp.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And you've gotten some good engagement. And I love this. I love the QR codes because when you have QR codes, and I think that's really smart.
Thank you.
Have you gotten surveys, like survey responses?
Yes.
They're on the stats, aren't they?
Yes, they're on the.
That's where you got the stats from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome.
Right, awesome. You guys did great.
Thank you.
Thank you.